What's up, guys? Back for a third video of the day, but it probably be posted different days. We got the boy Briggy, bro. C4 Ohms. You know. We got him on a 360 deal.
Yes, sir.
But hey, bro, what
I'm
you
cooked.
what you playing, bro?
Today I was playing White Aura Fishborg Ghoti. I just call it Fish Pile. I was waiting for all the fish support to come out. I've been wanting this deck to be good for a minute without the runic stuff, and I thought that I actually did pretty good tonight. I got second. Only lost to one person. I couldn't out Chaos Angel. It just cooked me. If I could draw that game CL, I could have done something. But we went into game 3, nail biter. The deck did pretty good. So.
But shit, bro. Let's get it, man.
Yes, sir. All right. Starting out, we got 3 Distant Deepest Depths. It's the Ghoti field spell. Banish one from hand or grave to add a Ghoti from deck to hand. Banish a fish. And then we got 3 paces. Pretty much the main starter for Ghoti. You can banish it from field to special a fish from hand, and then when it's banished on the next standby phase, it will come back and it can quick sync when it's special summoned on your opponent's turn. Running 2 shift. Same thing, but when it's in the grave, you can banish it to add 500 to a fish monster you control. So this one recurs a lot better than the Paces does. Running 1 Zep. If it's banished on your opponent's turn, you can special it. And if it's special summoned immediately after it special summons, you can synchro summon. Running 1 Keith. People will debate me on this. I think 1 is fine.
That's Chief Keith.
If you control a fish monster, you can special it from hand. It comes back on your opponent's standby just like all the other ones, but it's not a tuner. But if your opponent special summons a monster, you can target that monster and this, and then one level 6 or lower banished fish monster, banish both of those, and then special the level 6 monster. So it's an out, and it just lets you recur stuff really easily. Running 1 Exeep, if you banish a fish, you can special it from hand. It's just something to go into if you have no other options, and it can make into the level 6, which I'll get to later. Running 2 of Seeks. This card's a custom card. It's absolutely crazy. If it's banished, banish one from hand, field, or grave to special it. When it's normal or special summoned, you can add a fish monster from deck to hand, any fish monster, and then banish one from hand or field. Leads into a lot of the combo potential that this deck has, which I'll get into later. Crazy card. And then running 1 Snopios. Banish 2 from hand or field while it's in your hand to special it. And then if it gets banished, you can banish 1 from graveyard to add it back to your hand. If you special it, you can target a card on the field. If it leaves the field, it's banished. It hurts link decks a lot. So like I've seen some people trying to play Sky Striker or Dragon Link. If you hit this at the right time and they try to link off and it banishes the thing they're linking off, it can hurt them really bad because like they can't get back to Ray or anything like that. And then I'm getting into the White Aura stuff. This is where a lot of the fun of the deck comes in. Running 3 Reincarnation. When you activate it, it's a continuous. You add a fish monster that can turn itself into a tuner to your hand. And then if you summon a level 8 or higher fish monster, synchro fish monster from your grave during your opponent's turn, you can destroy all their monsters on the field. Running 3 of the Sardine. It's just, if you have one in hand, you can send one from your deck to the graveyard to special the one you have in hand. And then if you special summon it back from grave, it becomes a tuner. 2 of the Sunfish. If you have a monster on the field that is the same as one in grave, you can special this and then special the one from grave. So you usually target Sardine, and it specials the Sardine back while you have one on field already, and then the Sardine becomes a tuner, so you just go into level 6 from there. This one also has, if it's special from the grave, it becomes a tuner. Running 2 Abyss Shark. If you've seen any shark decks, you know what it does. Special it if you control a water, and then add a 3, 4, or 5 fish. Then getting into the Fishborg stuff, I'm just running 3 Harpooner. It's a tuner. You can show this and another water monster in your hand. You discard one and special the other. And then just running 1 of Launcher. If all the cards in your graveyard are water, you can special it, but it banishes when it leaves the field, and it's just a level 1 tuner. Okay. So it just continues a bunch of the combo plays you can do in this deck. And then the big boy, Coelacanth. If you are a fan of Edison, you're gonna freak out a little bit from seeing this card. You can add it off of Seeks, and this is what people used to run way back in the day during original Ghoti builds. Discard 1 to special as many level 4 or lower fish as you can. Goes into pretty much every single combo play you can make with the deck. It's soft once, so you can summon it back if you can. Crazy card for this deck. I'm running the one of Title, banish 2 from grave to special it, or you can pitch it and one other water monster to foolish a monster. I usually just foolish the launcher. It just leads into banish plays most of the time. And then running 3 cross out in main. People will argue me on this, but this deck loses really hard to nib. And also, if you cross out one of the level 2s, it can come back on the next turn because it's only negated until the end of the turn. So you cross out, shift paces, Keef, on standby, it comes back, and then it can do all of its effects. So it's a combo extender and a negate if you need it.
That shit crazy.
And then Gold Sark, same thing. It's pretty much the Ghoti Searcher. Pretty much it's Rhoda at 1 because you just banish 1, you banish Seek, Snopios, any of that. Running 1 Droll for cross out, running 2 Ash, 2 Nib, and then 2 Imperm. Those are the hand traps for the deck.
You guys and all your 2-ofs.
Yeah, mostly because I'm running 3 cross out. I'm trying to hit anything that could possibly hurt me. And then the extra. Running 1 Deep Beyond. If you summon it on your opponent's turn, banish everything on the field, and then gains 500 for every banished card. It goes absolutely crazy when they don't have an out to it. Running 2 of the Ariompus. When it's synchro summoned, banish a fish monster from your deck. You usually banishing Seeks or Snopios. And then if it's used as synchro material, you can banish a fish monster and then add a monster with an equal or lower level than what you banished. Running 2 of the Oscon. When it's synchroed, target it and one other card on the field and banish them both, and then you can banish 1 from grave to special and back. Running some of the White Aura synchros. White Aura Whale, if it's synchroed, pop all attack position monsters on the field.
The one I hate.
This is the one that a lot of people kind of get a little mad over. Can attack up to 2 times on monsters during a battle phase, and then if it's destroyed, you can banish a water monster from your grave to bring it back. That's non-once, so you can just keep recycling it if they just keep blowing your stuff up. Running Monoceros, same thing with the recycling, but when it's synchro summoned, you can target a fish monster in your grave and special summon it. With the right combos, you could loop Coelacanth, because if you get it off the field and then you make Monoceros, you can bring it back. Or you can bring back any of the White Aura stuff to make it tuners, so on and so forth. Just really good in the combo game. And then 1 Porpoise, if it's synchro summoned, you can target 1 in the grave and target a fish in the grave and special it back. Usually you're just going for you go the Sardine into Sunfish and then make this and then just special the Sunfish back and keep going from there. And then I'm running Ravenous Crocodile, Virtual World Jump Scare for any Virtual World players out there. It's a level 9, so if you have like Coelacanth or Tidal, you can quick sync into this, draw a card, and then quick effect pop 1 by discarding 2.
I didn't even know it was official. I thought it was a Virtual World.
Running a Chinying and a Jameer, they're just the level 10s for the deck, and they're both water. I forgot to mention, when you use Sardine's effect to pitch 1 from grave to special, you are locked into water monsters for the rest of the turn. So this deck is almost completely just water. But Chinying's really good in the deck because you're banishing all the time. Its effect triggers all the time. And then Jameer is just if your opponent tries to destroy or banish something, you can chain it. Monsters you control cannot be destroyed or banished for the rest of the turn. And then if you chained it to an opponent's effect, you banish that card that they were trying to use. So it's just a general protection. Running Bahamut Shark and Toad, just if you Coelacanth, you can get 2 level 4s out really easily. Make Bahamut Shark, go into Toad, have an Omni, and same thing for Kragan. Just running the Kragan, not running any of the stealth spawns. Turns into a really awesome floodgate because, like a lot of things, need certain attributes, especially pyros. Turns everything on the field into water. And then quick effect without detaching, you just pop 1 on field and then you deal damage to half its original attack. Really solid card for the deck. I was running some of the spawns, but I didn't have the deck space for it anymore. And then one Abyss Keeper, if it's link summoned, special a fish to a link arrow that it points to. Usually you're summoning, like you're using Seeks to get Coelacanth, and then summoning this to special Coelacanth and going from there. And then you can target one fish monster you control and one card your opponent controls, banish them both. It gets you out of tricky situations, and since all of your cards want to be banished anyway, it's just a really good one to have. And then that's the extra.
Sure, you got the side, bro?
I do have the side. Running the extra droll, since I only run one in the main, mostly for going second. Like if Crossout doesn't work out or anything like that, or I know that they're running a combo deck like Vanadium, like we just saw, I'll just side the second droll in. Running 2 game CL. If I had seen it a couple times tonight, it would have won me some games. Just Kaijus are just really solid in the format right now because people aren't getting more than one really big beater out now that Baron and stuff like that is gone. I'm sorry for Runic Stun people that fought against Runic Stun. I'm running Synchro Zone. I can actually use the card. It's not for stun. Since I can make it to where only Synchro monsters can attack, most of my stuff can usually go through it. And then the second effect too, Synchro on your opponent's turn, is really good for me specifically. Running a lot of Floodgates, running Gozen, running Rivalry, because this deck can just play through all that because it's waters, it's fish. Yeah. And then 2 macro. I thought about running 3. Once you do your banish or your white aura stuff on your turn, banishment doesn't matter to you anymore. So you can just flip this on your opponent, and then you completely can play from there while most of the time they can't. Really strong card in the deck. Running 2 Draco Utopian Aura. It's a counter trap. When your opponent activates a monster effect on the field, flip it. It negates and destroys, and then if it destroyed the monster and it gets sent to grave, you can banish a monster from your hand to take control and negate that monster's effects for the rest of the turn. So like if they summon a level 4 and try to activate its effects, you use this, you banish like a Seeks to continue the play, and then you can sync with the level 4 with any of your Ghoti tuners, stuff like that. Really good card in the deck. And then obviously we got the back row hate.
Man, who the heck you copied this deck from, bro? I know you didn't come up with it.
I came up with all this. This was pretty much almost completely custom built except for some friends' help that I had. So this is all me right here. Got second place. I think this deck really, especially with some tweaking to the deck list, has amazing potential to legitimately get some higher tops. I think people are sleeping on the white aura stuff a lot. You do lose to D-Barrier, and you do lose to Nib if you don't see the cross out, but
everybody do.
Yeah, pretty much at this point, what you're running against, most people lose against that in the first place. But I think this deck has a lot of potential. I'm going to keep running it to see what I can do with it, but I like it a lot. It's really fun. Yeah, that's the profile.
All right, bro. Thank you for the deck profile, Brigham. You back at it again. You always on this channel for some reason. I don't know why.
I got some crazy decks, bro. I'm always running the kooky shit. So,
but you know, bro, I'm gonna let you go.
Yes, sir.
All right.
C4.
C4. We out.
Head blind as hell on Super Saiyan, but who was that claiming? Okay, lyrically I'm